Well, I'm Brian from the Casual Try Hard podcast, and we're taking a mythic. So, all right, Mascot Exhibition, you're on the team. We are super open. Sedgewater Witch is good, but I don't think it's Mascot Exhibition. So we need some learn cards to be able to go get this thing, but we're off to a good start here. All right, so green ramp thing is probably good with the 7-drop. Also blue learn card, but we'll just take another rare here. Looks like somebody else got a mythic lesson, I'm guessing. So yeah, we'll take another rare. We'll take the Mana Dork. How many rares can we get? So Callous Blood Mage. I feel like I want to be blue-green, but I could be black-green. So would I rather have Callous Blood Mage or or Plumb the Forbidden or Mage Hunter's Onslaught? Maybe I want Plumb the Forbidden, honestly. I've come way up on this card. So we'll take that. Cram Session looks nice, but I guess there was also an argument for maybe I should have taken the red removal spell and just been 3-color because it was a lesson too. A learn card. I kind of punted that pick, I think. Probably should have taken that red card. I'm not super married to Accomplished Alchemist, so that was a mistake. In retrospect, that was a mistake. As soon as I clicked the plum, I was like, oh yeah, there's a red card in this pack. I should probably look at that. So, whoops. Speaking of red cards, we're kind of all over the place. Yeah, I think this plum was just going to be a mistake. Yeah, I should have had the 3-mana uncommon. These things happen. It's pretty awesome to punt your third pick, but alright, so nothing here really looks great. Emergent Sequence is fine. Since I have a feeling I'm going to be 3 colors, I'm going to take the Quandrix Campus. Because I might not be on the plum. So we will see. I think Emergent Sequence is fine. I don't know how good it is though. Again, maybe that's another one I should have taken, but I don't know. Let's see here. Hey, I hate this card. I hate this card so much. What is this? So do I just want draw all the cards in the late game? Sure. Right, if I'm trying to ramp, draw all the cards is probably good. So I don't know, some field trips would be good. 2 or 3 field trips, that'd be okay. Yeah, I just locked in on having a green card. I'm like, oh, red and green don't go together, so I didn't even really look at them. I'll take a negate and I'll think about it. can Dust Speaker, I guess. Guess I'll Archway Commons. Again, I have some pretty ambitious mana costs here, so making sure my mana works is good. Eureka Moment. I mean, we're going to go big. But, and I mean, we have the things to go big into. So we're going to Barium Bucks. So, we'll see, we'll see. That was such a bad pick because I'm not even going to play the Plum now. I am upset with myself. I just want to get to the next pack. Man, like, this is like, oh, is it like the next person has like every pack in the world? Oh, I see. See, they're actually looking at their packs, unlike me. I mean, I've got the, as Kenji would say, the pamp. I've got a little of the ramp. We're going to take Vortex Runner. It's a blocker. Not a great blocker, but it blocks stuff. More random stuff. Alright, so we need more ramp. Would be ideal. More ramp. Oh, hey, I was going to take this guy earlier. So that's good. Lets me get rid of bad stuff late in the game. Hey, bad card. Okay. Sure. I guess we're splashing white. And that seems like a thing to do. Might as well. I mean, just a 5/5 hasty flying dragon is good enough. But give it vigilance and all that jazz and let it cast my Barium Books and Eureka Moment. Seems reasonable. So now I want some of the green card that makes tokens fractals equal to the number of lands you control, just so this can like make creatures and stuff like that. I also probably need a way to cast this, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. I'm glad I took this Archway Common. So there's a negate. So there, alright, so... This is just all not good. This is maybe castable. Maybe. I might just take another Burying Books. Like, nothing else is super exciting. Like, this card's really good. And I guess we could take that. Like, Cultivate's like exactly what I want. I don't think Emergent Sequence is going to come back since I passed the other one. But yeah, Cultivate's exactly what we want. Right, that makes like one planes like doable for Villamachus Lorehold. Still no field trips. We need some field trips. All right. Any learn cards? I'm just gonna take Rip Apart. Right. It's not the most castable thing, but you know, I've already got an Archway Commons. I've got a Cultivate. I don't need it exactly on 2, so I have a Curate so I can get through cards in my deck. Come on. Okay, so I think, like, is this a good enough learn card? I don't think it is. I'll take Decisive Denial. Like, I don't know, that card doesn't do a whole lot. I don't have a ton of creatures right now. So, I don't know what we're going to do. I guess Accomplished Alchemist also taps for 1 mana of any color, so that's good. So there's Adventurous Impulse. Professor of Zoomancy, I like you. It's kind of my boy. I think I'm going to take Cram Session because I need some way to get Mascot Exhibition, right? Like, I need something. This is also one of those decks where, like, I've only put 2 cards in the sideboard because, like, everything's castable in my ridiculous 4-color deck, right? My 3rd pick that I should have taken another card, and then a last pick, but everything else is in my deck. But, like, Cultivate fixes a lot of what ails me. Soothsayer Adept if I can't cast something. Do I just want a Campus Guide to, like, fix my mana? Like, I don't have a ton of... Like, that goes well with the, like, 1 Plains plan for Cultivate. So that makes sense. I'll just take a claim again for the vault progress. Yeah. Like, I think field trips make this deck work, so I would like... I'm not going to get any of those now, but I would like to get some here in the future. Like, I don't think we're playing Negate. Like, we've got the big stuff to do. I think I'm just going to take this. Bodies are good. I'll take a Serpentine Coil. Again, so Villamachus can actually make creatures. Alright, well, that can maybe kill something with, you know, my minuscule number of creatures. Another one of these. Okay, I mean, we've got something happening here. Like there... Another one. Okay. Counterspell, unbeatable rare. Eureka Moment. I'm just going to take Counterspell. Like, Eureka Moment might wheel. I mean, there's an argument for Frost Trickster, but we'll take Counterspell in my 3-color deck. Field Trip is all I've ever wanted. Right, like if I could cut Cram Session, that would be good. Alright, what are my options here? I mean, Shock would be good. The Frost Boreal Snarl would be good. Just to help me cast all my spells. Like, I guess there's a chance this... Like, there's no way that Shock comes back. Electrolyze, sure. I'm gonna take Witherbloom, Pledge Mage. I guess. What do I want? Biomathematician. We'll take Witherbloom, Pledge Mage. 3 mana, 3/2 gain life. That's good. Like, I kind of wanted Snow Day, but... Alright. Other than that one pick that I thoroughly messed up, I think this is all right. Alright. Iteration, it is. And then hopefully there was a Eureka Moment in this pack, or the next one. So we'll see if the Eureka Moment wheeled. The other Eureka Moment won't, but... I mean, I've got way too many cards now, so... We can cut Cram Session, maybe. Probably cut Curate. Because I have 2 learn cards, right? Academic Dispute. And... what's it called? I probably don't need Dusk Speaker. This gets to go into the board. All right, like how hard am I doing this? Because like this is probably the right pick to give me some interaction, but let's do the thing. Let's ramp as hard as we possibly can here. Like, I mean, Campus Guide gets us whatever color we're missing. Like we could cut this and just like lean super hard in on like we're just casting spells. So like I think we're like way heavier. We're base blue with green and then a little bit of red, is that right? Or green and red are about the same. Green and red are about the same. What's my one black card? Is it in my, oh, Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Okay. I've got 2 pieces of fixing. Yeah, this is something special, let me tell you. Something special. Sure. Yeah, let's cut Vortex Runner. Maybe we can cut the Rip Apart. I really regret that pick, but all right, Barium Books. Oh, okay, cool. Random learn card. Did I take something that was banned, or did I actually hit like 4? Oh yeah, Counterspell. Counterspell's banned. All right, I've got to cut 3 cards. How many creatures do I have? Not very many. 9. We could cut this. I have a ton to do on 2, but I have some stuff. So 2 more cards, huh? 1 plane seems like the right number of planes. Maybe cut them out and go up a forest. Right, now granted, I do need double red for one thing. Right, I could cut Expressive Iteration. Right, is that Expressive Iteration? Yeah, Expressive Iteration. And then like Spectacle Mage helps us get to these 2. And maybe I go Soothsayer Adept. I kind of wish I had 1 more land, right? Like, have 18 lands. So if I wanted 18 lands, I probably cut that. And then go up maybe a blue source. Alright, so this is interesting to say the least. Yeah, like I said, there's 1 card that I'm like, I wish I would have taken the red learn card because I did not process it. So Alright, so this is 9, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, we have one. Alright, like this is not what you're supposed to do. The 4-color, 2 pieces of like fixing deck. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta roll the dice and see what happens. Okay, I probably can't do any better than this in terms of an opening hand. Alright, so that ingredient is unwilling. I'm a mad lad. I'm gonna put a plains on top of my deck. Do I want a plains? Sure. A plains. And that's an instant too, dear God. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Alright, do I just electrolyze this? Alright. Sure. Like, I can trade with my 1-2. So I am fine with that. Or with my 2-1. I'm, like, more worried about a flyer. Sure. So I don't feel like drawing just 2. So, like, I can, like, plunk down 2 4/4s next turn. Now, they don't fly, but they do give me some play against this thing. Sure. Alright, we'll resolve that. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's make 2 4/4s. Sure. Like, I do have... Okay, well, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm like I'm gonna be 0 for 3 against this card. Like, it's just stupid. Yep. So then they have the... So I need 2 flyers? Sure, I'll block here. Divine King, doing the Lord's work. Perfect. I forgot I had the Barium books, so that's good. Yep. I mean, I'll take the 3. It sure beats just outright dying. Yep. Attacking on the ground will prove difficult now. Not that it was going to be super easy before. So I want to draw... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to draw 6, right? Wow. We drew a whole lot of lands. Like, a whole lot of lands. A whole lot of lands. This is a sorcery, right? It is. Who's getting the counter? Right, like if their last card is like thing that gives indestructible. Wow. I would not have just thrown her away. Oh, and they can't get their land because if they do, they shuffle away their owl. Okay. Oh, okay. That's probably pretty good. If I was just guessing. Like, that probably is helpful. Sure. Take action. We'll show some people some mascots. Like, admittedly, not... Oh, I could do this. No, I can't. Not ideal. But if they, like do stuff in the wrong order, I can decisive denial their... Sure. Like, it got me... It killed a thing. So there's one more forest in my deck, I think. I think there's one more forest in my deck. So yeah, I should have enough. Oh, there were no forests in my deck. Oh, dang. Okay. I'm gonna get one of those. Well, that was awkward. Alright. Okay, well, I guess I did better against the quote-unquote unbeatable rare than I thought I was going to do. So that's good. Like, at least it's kind of a game. As opposed to me getting totally dumpstered. Oh, come on. And this is, unless they pay 3? Ah, Jesus. Sure. I guess I should have floated a mana. Wow. Was not anticipating that. And the fact that they had 3 mana to pay for it. And now I'm going to draw a counterspell like a turn late. Like, I'll draw a counterspell like now. And now I'm just drawing a bunch of lands. You know what? Cancel. I guess either way, if this doesn't resolve, I probably die, so... Alright. Yep. Yep, that's... Whew. Wow, that was brutal. Let me get to the concession button. Alright. Yeah. I guess I needed my Quandrix, my decisive dismissal or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, I had turned the corner. Like, I guess it was, they had to have a Wrath, and they had to have the mana to pay for my counterspell. Like, I feel like I had done most everything right. Like, I don't know what else I could have done. It was not the best. Alright, So, like, this is fine. Like, it's slow. I could definitely get run over. Alright, well, there's my red source. Sure. If we're just gonna play a bunch of, like, pests, I guess a little bit bigger than a pest, but fine. Taking beats for 1. Okay. Hey now. Why are we playing similar stuff? Alright. Cool, cool. Philomarcus Lorehold, you say? So this gets me next turn to 6. And stops the ground beats. Seems reasonable. Then I get to play a 4/4. Get to play a 4/4. Get to play a 4/4. There we go. Alright. Uh-huh. I don't really want to take 6 here. Not particularly in the mood. Okay, good. Alright. Gonna play in some strategery here. See what else I got going on. Again, show me what you got. Oh yeah, the big 7-man thing. Sure. Eureka moment. Land. My turn. Philomarcus Dude Man. See if we hit something good here. I guess I can have it fight something? Or no, this gets me Mascot Exhibition. Alright. So I feel a little safer now. Like, I mean, they can kill my guy, but it did get me like 2 cards. Though sadly it did put my creativity thing on the... Well, I guess it didn't. It got shuffled in afterwards. Yep. Sure. Lebu. Oh, boo, I don't have a land. I guess... Play those. So that kind of stops attacking in the air. Sure. Sure. Okay. Huh. So I can... Alright. So let's shock this guy. I'll attack for 12. See how they block. We'll electrolyze these 1 and 1. And do I want to cultivate? I'm guessing a 7/7 is probably pretty good. And then some card draw. So that's probably alright. Like, this is probably a reasonable place to be. Like, I feel like I'm super far behind, but I'm like at 13. So I should just like be calm, man. Be chill. How many cards do I have? I have 20 in my deck. Like, they have a ton of chump blockers. Because, like, you have this, and then this comes back as a spirit. So. So this is you draw, so I can't, like, mill that. Ah! Just so many lives. So many lives. So many chump blockers. Alright, well. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. And I probably did this in the wrong order. So I probably should have played this first. Would have left me more mana up if I tapped my thing. Okay. So I have a counter spell up. Plus a fight spell. I can draw a card. And then I can just, like, draw a ton of cards on my turn. And, like, get far enough ahead. Yep. Just gonna draw a card. Oh, I guess I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Alright, play Plains. We will attack for... Oh, no, that has reach. It has reach. We'll attack for this many's. All right. Put this first. All right, and then we're gonna have this fight that. All right, resolve Reno. And turn. I mean, I almost don't even need this. Like, this is gonna draw me to the point where I might almost deck myself. Okay. Okay, we got there. That was fun. All right, let's platinum tier 3, man. We're a platinum gamer. All right, let's run another one at him. Going to do another one. Good times. Alright, let's see here. This seems bad. This does not. Oh gosh, what do I put back? I guess it's Zimone. Just because, like, she's not guaranteed ramp, and, like, my turn 2 is already kind of spoken for. Like, my turn 2 is Archway. So... I am full of regret. Well, not really. Like, now I can have Counterspell up on 3 if I want. Sure. What are we naming? Do you have the soul reads? Well, it's not one of those. So do I ramp here? I have Eureka moment. Like, I might as well. Like, I can take the hit for 3. We'll take this. I mean, maybe I should take a mascot exhibition. Sure. And that is almost perfect. Like, I'll play... So if I do this, I know I'm going to use my mana. Yeah. We're going to wait. Because there is, like, a world where I could, like, electrolyze and shock. Alright. Sure. It's a little awkward. But, like, I can kill the Twin Blade guy if they try to pump it when they attack. Deal 2 to this. Oh, man. Well, that sucked. One mana short to be able to counter it. Oh no, now I don't have counterspell up. Oh no. I wasn't even paying attention. Sure. I'm assuming there is a pump spell for the... Oh, no, okay. Alright. There's... How many lands do I have? Oh, perfect. Sure. Decline, giving it reach. Okay. We have built a board. This is good. This is good. It sucks that I tapped out a counterspell, but what can you do? Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna draw 5. Yep. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna block. Like, I don't want like any shenanigans to happen that kill me. See shenanigans. Alright, now they can't attack. Because the 9/9 is big. Sure. And I have a counterspell. Just gonna say a 9/9 is big. A 9/9 is very big. You're gonna leave up 2 blue. It looks like you are. You know what? No, cancel. Like, they can kill my 9/9 if they throw their whole team in front of it. Alright, so now we should be pretty stable. He says, hopefully. Yes, I was going to double block. Your thing had to die. Alright, that was alright. That was a reasonable chain of events. I mean, I got lucky that I drew the lesson card off the top to go get my mascot thing, but these things happen. I mean, this is pretty cool, this, that avatar. I mean, it's not Karn cool, but whatever. What can you do? Alright, so... No. I feel like we play this, and we just go like as big dog as possible, as quickly as possible, and then hope that we draw into something reasonable. No attacks. I will gladly take 2. I am fine with taking 2. Okay, I'm less fine with taking 4. Like that, I didn't really sign up for 4. But that's alright. Like we can cobble something together here. Okay, Inkling Summoning, fine. No blocks. No land, okay. See here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She makes 6. And then 7. Like, I'm gonna decline this. Decline. Alright. She is not here to attack. She does not attack. She put land into play. Hey now. No blocks. Okay. Sure. I guess I will block with my Inkling token if they give it flying. Sure. And, well, do I? Or just go to 10? I could just go to 10. Like, they have to keep drawing spells. And I can just fight it. Do I attack here? I'll attack with that. Alright. Now I will block here. No, we're gonna draw 2 cards with this first. See if I hit a land, which I did not. Which I did not hit a land. Get in for 2, buddy. Alright. So I have a counter for a removal spell, a counter for anything. Again, we're going to draw 2 with this. Then we're going to play this. Then we're going to put in a land. And then we're going to shock that. Alright. Alright. End turn. Alright, so I don't think anything bad can happen now. There we go. I mean, not to me. I mean, to them, bad things can happen, but not to me. That was pretty alright. I didn't realize that, whatever her name was, Zamone, drew a card when you tapped her anyway, and it was 2 and it was 8. I just thought she drew a card when you had drew a card when you had 8 lands, so that was kind of nutty. Alright, so this is very much relying on this cultivate and this field trip. Okay, a shock would be good, please. So we're gonna get plains and an island, I guess. And we'll put the plains into play. Okay. So yeah, they're now ahead of us. I could use a shock. That would be good. But we're gonna be able to cast this pretty early, and that should hopefully hold things down. I hope. I mean, I will 100% take the beats. Bring the 2. Bring the thunder. Okay, they have Eureka Moment. That is what I think they have. I think they have Eureka Moment. Yep. Okay. Okay. Man, and I would have. They would have waited. I would have had the counter spell up. No, I want this. This. I guess there's no way I can hold that up, huh? We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. Play that. Okay. Yeah, I could have got them. I mean, hard representing counterspell. So. Ugh. Yuck. Can I draw something cheaper? No. Alright, well. Hopefully I can limit the damage here. I mean, I have ramped harder than they have, so that's good. Now it's just drawing some cards. Boom. Yes, I should have one of these. What did we get? Oh, okay. We're gonna draw another card. This makes me sad. Stop making me sad. I don't like being sad. You don't need to have reach. That's fine. Alright, there we go. We've kind of clawed our way back. Okie doke. How did they cast that red spell before? Did I miss something? Did I make a token? Oh, does this hat for 1 mana of any color? Oh, it's a mountain. Doesn't look like a mountain, but it's a mountain. Okay. Sure. Yep. Okie doke. Let's get in there. Do I want to fight? I'd rather do this. Like, do I want to fight the 2/2 now? Or leave up, like, a counterspell? I'm going to, like, if it becomes a 4/4, like, I'll live. Like, whatever. But when it becomes a 4/4, I'll live. Whatever. Yep. Mm-hmm. I will take 4? Question mark? Okay. Like, we're gonna wait now. Oh wait. Cancel. Cancel that order. Alright, so we can start bashing soon. I don't like them topping that. That's not cool. Land. Zoo guy. Sure. It's the zoo guy. It's the professor of zoo guy. They have 1 card. So Seems reasonable. My turn. Okay. Alright, if they block incorrectly, I can just creative outburst them out. I'm just gonna have this fight this. Bonk. Okay. Resolve Arena. I think we can end the turn there. Sure. Sure. I need my big dumb dragon. That would be quite helpful. Big dumb dragon. Come on, big dumb dragon. Daddy needs a big dumb dragon. It's big and dumb and a dragon. Let's go. Dragon. I mean, I think this is a fair thing to ask for. Big dumb dragon. And that seems like thoroughly reasonable, right? What are we looking for? Sure, you gain a life. 18. Okay, we learning, dog. We learning. What are we learning about? Oh, make big. Make big the guy. Guy likes to be big. If there's a snakeskin veil in my future, I am not okay with it. Just saying. There was not. Hey, big dumb dragon. How you doing, buddy? Rosizzle. Shittity shuck. Let's do the 1/1. Big dumb dragon. Big dumb dragon. Come on. Big dumb dragon wants to bring the beats. I guess they can kill it or bounce it or something. They just have a 3/3 on the board, like I can't die. Sure. I will gladly take a free 13-13. Alright. Yay, Big Dumb Dragon did it. Cool. Cool. I mean, this deck's pretty fun. Like, we're doing some ridiculous things. Redonkulous. I can't complain too much. Oh man, Dirk Chocolate. I wonder if this is Dirk Nowitzki. Green. Play this, then Campus Guide to get a red, I guess. Hey, like, deck, leave like a couple forests in you. Sure. Well, there's blue. How do I feel about... how do I feel about leaving up Counterspell for like a field trip? Okay, I apparently feel amazing. You missed the land drop, and I'm going hard. So red, I've got forests for days. I have a plain, so red blue. Put a mountain on the battlefield. Alright. Okie doke. Like, now, I'm flooded beyond belief right now. But, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, they're not out of it because I am drawing, like, every land imaginable. And I 100% should have played the island this in my hand, but, okay. Alright. And I'm just leaving up the Decisive Denial because it's going to be good. Like, letting me get a spell at some point. Like, it has to. It has to let me get a spell. The way their mana's screwed. So, I'm not super worried about not getting the Campus Guide down. I mean, the 2-1 doesn't do anything. Okay. Okie doke. Right, so, exactly, like, counter their field trip, keep them tight on mana. Hopefully I can draw into some action. Alright, I'm just gonna play Campus Guide. We're not going to do the thing. Decline. Right, so now I need Eureka Moment to draw me into some action. Because, like, I have a land to put into play. Like, the last thing I want is to draw more lands. But I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I guess I have 10 more lands in my deck. So, I have a decent chance of drawing a land, but not... But hopefully I can get, like, 2 non-lands here. He says as he draws 2 lands. Alright. And another land. Alright. No, I would rather scry. I mean, I know I have enough stuff that I can win the late game. So it's just getting there. The commons will help, or the campus will help. Whew. Alright. You know what? No. I'm just gonna... I'll just draw for my turn. Alright, cool. You can't flunk it. Because flunking it would give it -4, -4. And I don't think there's another, like... Is there another instant speed? I guess there's the 5 damage, destroy an artifact thing. Alright. I think I'd rather Eureka Moment, which is probably super greedy. But, like, a 4/4 is fine on this board, but it's not, you know, the end-all be-all. I mean, I'd rather attack with the 2/1. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. That could have been a disaster. Yeah, I get you don't put your 5/5 win the game into combat situations unless you have to. It's probably a good thing to remember. But ooh, doggies, that would have been bad. I would have had to virtually pick up all my cards. Like the shame scoop would have been real. I mean, this got me what? Netted me 2 cards off of the Eureka Moment. So it's pretty good. And the bottom of my deck is currently just, it's a land and then all the no-Locus cards. I like how Arena assumes I'm smart enough to remember where my lands, where my forest would have been between the Vimlocus cards and everything. It's like, I don't think I'm that smart. Okay, if they tap out, then I will Academic Dispute. Sure. Do I block with both? Is that crazy? What is the... I'll be honest, I don't know what the green pump spell is other than the +2/+2. They already played one. Big play. +2/+2 and a counter. Oh man. Sick blocks. Sick blocks. Okay. Sure, let's scry one here. I think I'm going to kill the... I guess I don't need this. Okay. So I don't want them to learn. So, oh, no, cancel. They can tap it, so they gain life. Sure. That was bad. I should have just killed the other thing. I tried to stop myself, but I could not. I was in too deep magic. Alright, I'm assuming they're going to tap their thing. Yep. Whoopsie. Alright, sure. A 7/7 feels good. Yeah, that was awful though. I mean, I wouldn't have killed it anyway. Alright, what are we learning? What are we getting? I'm assuming the... Yep, that's what I was trying to stop them from learning. But I... Oh, Jesus. Okay, they're gonna concede. Oh man. Sure, I will take an 8/8. Yep. Gain a life. You're gonna learn now? Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to, like, stop them from doing that. Another one. Okay, they might not concede. Have I played a land yet? I haven't. So, let's... No. No, we can probably do it this way. Okay, let's get a forest. Get a summoning thing. Okay, this is gonna leave blue up. Okay. This doesn't even matter if they annihilate. I guess I have to play the, like, Wrath that kills everything 2 or less. Resolves? We'll bury him in books. Alright. I mean, they're missing their second land drop, or their third land drop for like 2 turns, and then me countering their ramp spell was, you know, pretty rough. But that's them's the breaks. All right, this deck is pretty good. Pretty good with all of our. Alright. With all of our cards that aren't supposed to be in the set. Right. I was getting ready to say this keep was sketch, but then cultivate fixed it. I was getting ready to say, do not, like, agonizing remorse me, please. Sure. So we'll get an island next turn. Oh, they don't have anything to cast. It passed through really fast. Oh, I guess they did. It's fine. Okay, so here's this. Let's get island, mountain, and put the island in. Okay. So, Witherbloom guy, grand position. Okay. What are they getting? I guess, can I stay alive long enough for these cards to work for me here? Okay, Fractal Summoning. Sure, we can... That we can do. Alright. Because now I have this Serpentine Curve if need be. I am going to do this in case I draw a shock. I did not. I do think I will... Yeah, I'll save myself a little bit of life here. And we'll make this guy smaller. And we'll make you work through a mascot exhibition. So that keeps me from being at 7. Hey, it's a 5/5. Cool. Alright. I've got some blocks. I've got less good blocks. But I have some blocks. Oh, they just passed? Oh. Oh my. So, like, this being a 5/5 is fine. It'd be better if it was bigger. This leaves me with... Wait, can I... Red. Oh wait, no, I don't have... That's 6. Boo. Z. You know what? I'll take a 5/5. Because, like, then I can counter their Fractal Summoning. Because, like, I think they're just trying to make it huge. Yep. You're not about that life. Alright, Oh, I don't have double red. Boo. I guess, how are you gonna block? I guess is the question here. Are you just gonna trade, like, 1 for 1? Okay. Yep, 3/3 lifelinky boy. And oh, that 2/2 has reach, which I forget literally every time. Literally every time. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna... do that, and we're gonna definitely not do that. There we go. Okay. That's not cool. Like, What am I most worried about? I'm honestly most worried about the Witherbloom Apprentice. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to Creative Outburst this. We're going to, I guess, take this, and then we're going to make this have to block, decline to give it reach, Spirit Summoning. You block with that. So then you have to kill your 2/2, hopefully. Okay, so then that and this. Alright. So, I think I've kind of taken care of... Okay. That was... like... Apprentice guy. Ah, boo. Second from the top. Do I care that much about that? I don't think I do. I'd rather use it in combat. We will attack for 5, as has been our custom for a while now. Okay. Sure. Awesome. I will allow many of these things. So then that will put the crocodile a little further down, gets rid of the 4/4 so I can start getting it in the air. Yep. Excellent. I could just draw 3 cards here, but I'm going to wait. I feel like I can do better than that. And that 4/4 is not going to get through. At least not for a while. Alright. Crockley a dial. I'll just draw 5. We'll draw 7. Sure. Yep. You gonna like trade with the 5/5? Okay. Like, I am here to just throw things in front of that 5/5 forever. Do not care. Do not care. Do not care one bit how much it takes to get through it. Okay. I might have drawn all of my forests. There's a non-zero chance that that is the case. I had one forest left. Select a card to discard. You have no lessons in your sideboard. Submit one. Okay, that's good. We'll play the tap land. So that gets in, and then this and this get blocked. This dies. Well, you know what? I might be okay with that. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. In response to the trigger, 1 and 1. I forgot it was a triggered ability. I thought I was gonna have to. Oh, hey, and it's my boy Big Dumb Dragon. And land. Okay, I have 3 cards left in my deck. I mean, that kind of feels like a win in and of itself. Do I know them? No. So, like, Big Dumb Dragon can probably get done by himself? Yep. Boom, baby. Alright, we're pushing for 7. Pushing for 7 wins. So at least this draft has at least paid for itself, so that's good. And could, in theory, pay for, like, the last draft as well. So far, so good. Alright, we're going going to hope that Simone doesn't get killed. I guess there's like, ugh. Scratch that. We're going to murder this. And then worry about Simone later. Sure. I'm trying to figure out which I should play. Like, I'm just gonna try to use all my mana, not be too cute. I can play Campus Guide and Zimone next turn. And then, hopefully the turn after, activate Zimone. And, like, start trying to make some headway. Sure. Did not attack. Awesome. Decline. No attacks. So we're just trying to keep Zimone alive. That's all we want. Just keep Zimone alive. Let her get us to the promised land. So I think next turn we'd probably just activate her to draw a card. Just try to replace her as quickly as possible. Oh, you're flunking that? Okay, so they're on the beatdown plan. Okay, we are very much on the beatdown plan. Okay, I was not expecting them to flunk that. Okay. Okay, Introduction to Prophecy. Fine. Ooh. So, change of plans. Since they're hard on the beatdown plan, right? We can bury in books the 4/2. And then I'm still like a land short of Creative Outburst, but burying books the 4/2 does like save me some damage. All right. So we have to hope that they don't have the 2 mana like protection spell. I mean, if they do, like, what are you gonna do, right? Because if they do, like, I'm just dead. They do. Okay. Yeah, like... Oh? Still dead to almost everything. But, slight reprieve. Wow. Okay, cool. Like, alright, cool. Like that happened. Not getting to use Zimone was awkward, but like I called it. Like if I got the Barium books, I was fine, and if I didn't, I was dead. And I was dead. So, alright. Let's see if we can get to 7. This is the last one, then it's bedtime, because I'm up way too late. I think this is fine. Alright. I think this is fine with 2 7-drops in my hand, but it's fine. It's no big deal. Alright, well, there's at least the red source. So that means we're on the Zimone plan now. Oh, they missed their land drop. Okay. I mean, we're gonna counter this? Sure. I'm glad I got Zimone down early. Put a land onto the battlefield, please. Alright, so now we're just gonna spam the draw a card button here. Yay, stadium! Alright. Alright, no reason to not just draw all the cards. I mean, this is a reason not to draw all the cards, but, you know, what can you do? Sure. Did I get there? So is that 7? That is 7. Eureka moment. Get in for 1. Just to take a counter off of the stadium. Sure. Yep. He's pledging. He's streaking the quad, man. That pledge mage dough. You, sir, have to block. Sure, you can have reach. Let's get that. Alright. So I kept the Kelpie because I didn't want them to untap the stadium and like get 2 counters. Boom! Baby! There we go. Easy game, easy life. Alright, so this is the first time I went hard into the ramp deck, and it felt really good. Now, granted, I did get like some ridiculous cards. Made the one mistake I wish I could have back, right? The one learn card, but right, opened on Mascot Exhibition, got past Accomplished Alchemist, got a Cultivate, the Counterspell, the Shock, the Electrolyze, so just like bust, and then a Velonakis Lorehold that we splashed. So all in all, it was pretty solid. Once we got a lot of mana, we knew we kind of could draw our way through with Eureka Moment and whatever that guy is, the Ingenious Mastery. Right, we knew we could just draw a ton of cards. Zimone is way better than I thought. So the drawing 2 cards whenever you tap for 4 just like gets you through your deck so fast. So yeah, so this was pretty solid. So I was Brian from the Casual Try Hard podcast. If you like listening to me and you want to hear more with me and my podcast partner James talking all things Magic, you can find us anywhere you listen to a podcast just by searching CasualTryHardMTG. You can find us on Twitter at CasualTryPod, Facebook at CasualTryHardMTG. We have a Discord and a Patreon. Links are below. And like and subscribe and all that jazz. And with that, we'll catch you on the internets.